Good day everyone. My name is Ria Largado. So, ang topic po namin is all about sa Tagbanwa tribe. Pag sinabi namang Tagbanwa tribe, ito naman can be found in Central and Northern Municipality here in Palawan. So, first we have a loss of land and resource kung saan naman yung mga ibang Tagbanwa doon sila kumukuha ng other resources. For example na lang, here sa Nara, merong Mount Victoria, Anipahan. So, lahat naman ng Tagbanwa, halos talaga sa kanila doon sila kumukuha ng resources nila, pangkambahayan nila. Kaso nga lang, restricted na ito. And, pangalawa, we have environmental degradation. So, ito naman yung nasisira yung mga kalikasan sa surroundings nila dahil sa pagmimina, kaya halos lahat naapektuhan.
So the last one in the environmental challenges is the climate change impacts. Climate change impacts ay mas nagpapaalala ng existing vulnerabilities ng Tagbanwa. Sila, like many other indigenous communities globally, ay nasa front lines ng climate change kahit na minimal lang ang contribution nila sa cause nito. Nag-experience sila ng dramatic shift sa weather patterns na lumalabas as mas frequent at mas malakas na typhoons. Ang mga matinding bagyo na ito ay pwedeng mag-devastate ng kanilang mga bahay, sumisira ng crops at nagdadamage ng fishing boats at equipment na nagli-lead sa significant economic losses at displacement.
Good day, sir. I'm Lorenzo Salazar. This is a presentation for this recommendation to help to other communication and help to livelihood opportunities and a better income, encourage the people and add to value fishing, farming product and service training, fishing and the fishing process in the food production, traditional craft. I also improved access to educational and skill and training. Specific is the improved area and touch mobile communicates in the base plane.
The next one naman is the economic challenges. So one of the main economic challenges faced by the Tagbanwa people is the limited livelihood option available to them. Most of them rely mainly on fishing and small-scale farming o maliit na pagsasaka as their primary source of income. For example, many families go fishing every day para may pagkain sila at may benta sa kanilang community. Others also grow basic crops for their daily food supplies. However, because their farms are usually small and their tools and equipment are simple, hindi masyadong malaki ang kanilang production. In addition, when problems happen such as bad weather, strong typhoons, or fewer fish in the sea, their income is immediately affected. Kapag kaunti ang huli sa dagat o nasira ang kanilang pananim dahil sa bagyo, nababawasan ang kanilang kinikita. Because they only have a few sources of livelihood, nagiging mahirap para sa kanila na magkaroon ng stable at tuloy-tuloy na income. This situation makes it challenging for many Tagbanwa families to fully support their daily needs and improve their economic conditions.
Lack of education and formal opportunity. Because many Tagbanwa communities halos wala silang access na malapit sa school because of their remote location. Dahil dito is mataas ang number of students na tumitigil sa pag-aaral after elementary level. Other reason, poverty, lack of school supplies, and language barrier. Kaya nahihirapan ang mga youth na makakuha ng proper education skills na kailangan nila in a better opportunities in the future. Because of limited education skills, kakaunti lang ang job opportunities para sa mga Tagbanwa. Kadalasan nanatili na lang sila sa traditional livelihood tulad ng fishing, hunting, and farming na hindi stable ang kanilang income. Kaya nahihirapan sila na makaahon sa kahirapan at ma-access ang long-term economic process. Lack of access to market. Because many Tagbanwa in Palawan have a limited access to market because of their remote location, poor transportation, and infrastructure. Dahil dito is nahihirapan silang ibenta yung kanilang mga product like handicraft, agriculture goods, and forest resources in a bigger market. As a result of their income is low and unstable. Kaya mostly sa kanila ay umasa na lang sa fishing, small skills of farming for their daily needs.
Recommendation on protect the communication and land natural resources is that illegal activities like logging and mining and promote sustainable farming and fishing protected but environment, people, and livelihood para mamanatili ang likas na yaman sa ating kabundukan o karagatan upang mamana ng next generation sa ating or like nakaapu-apuhan pa natin sa hinaharap. Tapos, isa pa, magiging maganda yung ating pamumuhay. Kung example, pangalagaan natin ating kabundukan, maiwasan natin ang pollution, pagbaha, o guho ng lupa, or like na kasi at sagana tayo sa ating kagubatan dahil sa mga kagubatan dahil sa ating kagubatan ay puno ng mga gulay or like na mga prutas or like na mga puno katulad ng at hindi masyado pollution, hindi masyado mainit dahil sa sanin ng puno at ating mga pananim katulad ng palay o pinagmumulan ng mga katutubo na mga or like tagbanwa. Doon sila nagkukuha ng kanilang kabuhayan sa pang-araw-araw at kinakain sa kabundukan at para ma-maintain nila ang sustainable sa kanilang pang-araw-araw.
The socio-cultural. So, the first is loss of traditional culture. Ito yung unti-unting pagkawala ng kanilang mga tradition and culture because of modernization and outside influence. May young Tagbanwa are exposed to mainstream culture through media and technology. So, as a result, some of their traditional practices are no longer followed. If this continues, their future generation may lose their cultural identity. So the second is health and traditional healing. So the Tagbanwa have their own traditional healing process which are part of their belief system. They use herbal medicine and spiritual rituals for healing kasi yung access nila sa modern healthcare services are limited kasi is nasa remote area sila. So balancing traditional healing and modern medicines can be challenging the both system to ensure better health.
Good day everyone. My name is Ricky Caballo. Discrimination and marginalization ng Tabanwa ay maaari kapag ang isang tao ay hindi tinatrato ng pantay-pantay o naiiwan sa mga oportunidad at serbisyo ng lipunan. Para sa mga Tagbanwa, minsan nakakaranas sila nito nang dahil sa sila ay bilang sa indigenous group na may sariling kultura, tradisyon, at pamamaraan ng pamumuhay. Recommendation of Tagbanwa. Ang recommendation na ito ay naglalayong gumawa ng community driver program at sa mga Tagbanwa kung saan mga mismong komunidad na aktibo bahagi sa mga pagpapanatili sa kanilang kultura. Sa program na ito, tuturuan ng mga bata at matatanda kung tungkol sa mga Tagbanwa customs, language at traditional skills para hindi mawala ang kanilang mga traditionals at maipasa sa mga susunod na henerasyon. Kasama rin ito sa program at pakikipag-collaborate sa mga doktor at health workers upang maayos ang pagsamahin ang traditional healing practices ng Tagbanwa at modern medical care. Conclusion of Tagbanwa. Sa conclusion of Tagbanwa, ito ay mga Tagbanwa people ay nahirapan panatiliin ang kanilang tradisyon na pamumuhay dahil sa iba't ibang problema. Isa sa mga pangunahing issue ay ang banta sa kanilang lupa or mga ari-arian. Dahil sa mga pagkakataon na mawala o pwedeng magaw ng ang kanilang ancestral land na mahalaga sa kanilang kultura at pamumuhay.